Urologist reveals the one unusual way to use olive oil for stronger morning performance. Hello there. Do you ever feel like your body just isn't keeping up the way it used to? That feeling of strength and readiness, it seems to be fading. This is a quiet but very real worry for millions of men over 60. Now, many men I speak with think this is just about declining testosterone, or that the only answer lies in an expensive little pill, one that can cost upwards of $50 or even $60 each time. But in my years of practice, I've seen that these are often just temporary fixes. The real underlying issue that nobody talks about isn't just hormones. It's about the health of your body's entire plumbing system, your blood vessels. And this isn't just a guess. This is science. A landmark study called the PREDIM trial, published in the prestigious New England Journal of Medicine, followed over 7,000 individuals. It revealed that a specific dietary pattern was linked to a stunning 30% reduction in major cardiovascular problems, pointing us directly to a simple, natural solution. It makes me think of my patient, Frank, a 68-year-old grandfather who told me he just wanted enough energy to keep up with his grandkids. He said he felt old for the very first time. His story is why I'm here today. I'm Dr. Audrey Wells, and today I'm going to pull back the curtain on the science behind a simple 1 teaspoon morning ritual. I will show you exactly how one specific item, likely already in your kitchen, can help nourish those blood vessels from the inside out, supporting the vital circulation you need to feel like yourself again. All right, so let's dive into the heart of our discussion today. We're going to start with the first and perhaps the most powerful solution I want to share with you. A single simple item that forms the foundation of this entire approach, the breakthrough solution, extra virgin olive oil. The solution we're talking about is extra virgin olive oil, or as it's often called, EVOO. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Olive oil, Dr. Wells, that's just for cooking, for salads. And that leads us directly to the single biggest mistake I see men make, time and time again. They hear that olive oil is good for them, so they go to the grocery store and buy the cheapest plastic bottle they can find. They buy the one that says light or pure or olive oil blend. They think they're doing something good for their heart, when in reality, they are getting practically none of the benefits we're about to discuss. Buying the wrong kind of olive oil is not just a waste of money, it's a wasted opportunity for your health, because the powerful compounds we need are stripped away in the refining process of those cheaper oils. So please, listen closely, because the difference between the right kind and the wrong kind is everything. So why? Why is true, high-quality extra virgin olive oil so profoundly effective for men's vitality? The scientific reason is beautiful in its simplicity. It comes down to its incredible density of powerful plant compounds called polyphenols. These are microscopic protectors, antioxidants that wage a war inside your body against the two things that age you the fastest: inflammation and oxidative stress. Your entire cardiovascular system, which is the absolute engine of masculine performance and energy, relies on the health of the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. It's a single layer of cells called the endothelium. When that lining gets damaged by inflammation over the years, it becomes stiff and narrow. The body's ability to generate blood flow, to create that powerful rush needed for physical activity and intimate moments, becomes compromised. True EVOO is packed with specific polyphenols, like oleuropein and oleocanthal, that directly soothe and protect this delicate lining. And this isn't just a theory from a textbook. This is backed by robust, repeated scientific evidence. A major 2022 meta-analysis, published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, looked at numerous clinical trials. The researchers consistently found that regular consumption of high polyphenol extra virgin olive oil led to significant improvements in what's called flow-mediated dilation. That's a fancy term for how well your blood vessels can relax and open up to allow for more blood flow. In some studies, the improvement was noticeable and statistically significant, providing powerful evidence that this isn't just a folk remedy. It's a real biological mechanism. I want you to try an analogy with me. Think of your blood vessels, like the pipes in an old house. When the house is new, the pipes are clean, smooth, and wide. Water flows through effortlessly. But over decades, rust, mineral deposits, and gunk start to build up. The pipes become corroded, narrow, and brittle. The water pressure drops. It's a struggle to get EVOO flow. That is exactly what inflammation and oxidative stress do to your blood vessels. They are the rust that damages the lining. Now, imagine the polyphenols in extra virgin olive oil as a specialized plumbing crew. They come in every single morning, and they don't just clean the pipes, they soothe the corrosion, they repair the damage. They keep the pipe walls flexible and resilient, ensuring that when your body calls for a surge of blood flow, the highways are wide open, ready to deliver. That's the difference it can make. So, how do you do this correctly? How can you incorporate this into your routine, safely and effectively, starting tomorrow morning? I have a very specific 3-step protocol for you. First, quality. This is non-negotiable. You must use 100% extra virgin olive oil. When you're at the store, look for 3 things on the bottle. Number 1, it must be in a dark glass bottle. Light destroys the delicate polyphenols. Avoid clear or plastic bottles. Number 2, look for the words cold pressed. This means the oil was extracted without high heat, which preserves the nutrients. And number 3, if you can find it, look for a harvest date. The fresher, the better. You should expect to pay a little more for this quality, perhaps between $15 to $25 for a good bottle. But please, see this as an investment in your body's most critical system. Second, timing. The timing is crucial for maximum absorption. You will take 1 full teaspoon, not a tablespoon, just 1 teaspoon. First thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Do this before your coffee, before your breakfast, before anything else. This allows the oil and its powerful compounds to be absorbed directly into your system without competing with any other foods. And third, the method. You can simply take it straight from the spoon. Some men find it has a pleasant peppery taste, but if you want to enhance its effects even further, you can add a small squeeze of fresh lemon juice. The vitamin C in the lemon is also a powerful antioxidant that helps the body produce nitric oxide, the very molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax. You can also add a tiny pinch of freshly ground black pepper. The active compound in pepper, called piperine, has been scientifically shown to dramatically increase the body's ability to absorb beneficial compounds. It's a simple but powerful enhancement. I had a client, Robert, a 62-year-old architect who was feeling that classic afternoon slump. He told me his energy levels just weren't there, and his confidence in the bedroom had taken a hit. He was skeptical, but he was willing to try anything natural. So he started doing just this, 1 teaspoon, every morning, consistently. After about 3 weeks, he told me something interesting. He said the first thing he noticed wasn't some dramatic overnight miracle. It was subtle. He just stopped needing that second cup of coffee in the afternoon. He felt a more stable, steady energy throughout the day, and he discovered a great synergy on his own. He found that on the days he combined his morning olive oil ritual with a mid-afternoon snack of walnuts, which are rich in an amino acid that also supports circulation, he felt an even bigger boost. He felt more responsive, more ready. It was that small tweak, that consistent daily action, that made a world of difference for him, and it absolutely can for you too. So, we've established what the foundation of this morning ritual is, a high-quality, extra virgin olive oil. But now, we need to answer the most important question of all. How does it actually work? What is happening inside your body after you take that 1 simple teaspoon? This brings us to the core mechanism, the scientific engine driving these remarkable benefits. The core mechanism, boosting nitric oxide. The number one reason this works, the undisputed hero of this entire story, is its powerful effect on a crucial molecule your body produces called nitric oxide. Now that's a name you may have heard before. It's mentioned in health articles, in fitness magazines, but I find that very few people, especially men over 50, truly understand just how profoundly critical this single molecule is for their health, their energy, and their masculine vitality. And that leads to a very common and very frustrating mistake. The mistake is focusing only on testosterone. For decades, men have been conditioned to believe that testosterone is the beginning and the end of the story when it comes to male vitality. They see their energy dip, their performance decline, and they immediately think, my T levels must be low. They ask for tests, they see endless commercials for testosterone-boosting supplements, and they chase that one single number. But here's the absolute truth that I have shared with hundreds of my patients. Even if you have perfectly healthy testosterone levels for your age, if your circulation is poor, those hormones simply cannot do their job effectively. It is exactly like having a brand new, powerful V8 engine in your favorite car, but the fuel lines are completely clogged with rust and debris. The engine has all the potential in the world, but it can't get the fuel it needs to perform. Testosterone is the engine, but nitric oxide is what ensures the fuel lines are wide open. So, why is this molecule so important? What does it actually do? In scientific terms, nitric oxide is a vasodilator. But let's forget the jargon. In simple, plain English, nitric oxide is a signaling molecule. It is the master switch for blood flow. When your brain sends a signal of arousal or when your muscles need more oxygen during a brisk walk, it's nitric oxide that carries the message to the smooth muscles in the walls of your blood vessels. And that message is very simple. Relax, open up, expand. This relaxation and widening of the blood vessels allows for a healthy, powerful, and necessary surge of blood to flow exactly where it's needed in your body. This process is essential for everything from cardiovascular health and maintaining healthy blood pressure to cognitive function, and yes, for achieving and sustaining firm, reliable erections. Without sufficient nitric oxide, the signal gets weak. The blood vessels don't respond properly, the flow is restricted, and performance suffers. And let me be clear, this isn't just a plausible theory. The link between the antioxidant compounds found in extra virgin olive oil and the body's production of nitric oxide is very well documented in scientific literature. A pivotal 2021 review, published in the international journal Antioxidants, analyzed a vast body of research on the topic. The researchers confirmed that the specific polyphenols in EVOO, like oleuropein and hydroxytyrosol, don't just protect the blood vessels from damage. They also directly support the function of an enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide synthase, or ENOS for short. This enzyme is the factory in your body that actually produces nitric oxide. These polyphenols help the factory run more efficiently, especially as we age and its natural production begins to decline. They observed a direct positive correlation. A higher intake of these specific antioxidants was strongly associated with improved endothelial function and greater nitric oxide bioavailability. I want to give you a simple analogy to lock this in. I want you to imagine a narrow, winding, two-lane country road. During off-peak hours, traffic flows just fine. But imagine it's rush hour. Everyone is trying to get to the same destination at the same time. The result? A traffic jam. Everything slows to a crawl. It's frustrating, inefficient, and nothing gets where it needs to go on time. That is your circulatory system without enough nitric oxide. Now, imagine that same road, but with the press of a button, it can instantly expand into a 6-lane, state-of-the-art superhighway. The traffic jam vanishes. Everything flows freely, quickly, and powerfully. There are no restrictions. That is what nitric oxide does for your blood vessels. It is the traffic controller for your circulatory system, instantly opening up the lanes to ensure a smooth, fast, and powerful flow. It's that simple, and it's that profound. So, how does this relate to our morning ritual? How do you actually trigger this process? Well, this isn't a new set of instructions. This is the why behind the how we discussed just a moment ago. That process of creating more nitric oxide is triggered when you consistently consume high polyphenol extra virgin olive oil. By taking that 1 teaspoon on an empty stomach, you are giving those powerful polyphenols a clear runway. They can enter your bloodstream quickly and get to work, providing your body with the raw materials and the supportive compounds needed to optimize your natural nitric oxide production. You are essentially providing the daily maintenance your internal highway system needs to function at its best. Consistency is the key that turns the ignition. I had a patient, Michael, a 58-year-old teacher who felt, in his words, that he was always a step behind. He felt his mental focus wasn't as sharp and his physical responsiveness wasn't what it used to be. After he consistently adopted this morning ritual for about a month, he came back and described the change in a way that I've never forgotten. He said it wasn't like a jolt of energy from caffeine. He said it was a feeling of being more responsive. That's the word he used, responsive. Whether it was thinking more clearly in the classroom or during moments of intimacy with his wife, he felt his body was simply responding to signals more quickly and reliably. That is the feeling of readiness that comes when your circulatory system is truly working for you, not against you. And he found a wonderful synergy. He started combining his morning ritual with a simple 15-minute brisk walk in the evening. The olive oil helped prime his circulatory system, and the light exercise acted as the trigger, creating a gentle but noticeable 1-2 punch that improved his circulation and energy levels even further. This is so incredibly crucial. If you now understand the profound importance of nitric oxide for your overall health and vitality, please let me know by commenting the simple word flow down below. Just flow. It tells me that this vital message has connected with you. All right? We've explored the science. We understand the powerful role of nitric oxide. Now let's put it all together, because knowledge without action is useless. This next part is where the rubber meets the road. It's the practical how-to guide for making this a seamless part of your life. The practical how-to guide. The morning ritual. Here is the exact step-by-step ritual. It's not complicated. In fact, its power lies in its simplicity. Everything comes down to 3 critical words: quality, timing, and consistency. And this is where we need to address the most common mistake that can sabotage your efforts before you even begin. The mistake is twofold. It's using the wrong product and doing it inconsistently. I cannot stress this enough. You cannot go out and buy that cheap $5 plastic bottle of light or blended olive oil and expect to see any of the benefits we've discussed. It is a complete and total waste of your time and your money. Those oils have been refined with heat and chemicals, which destroy the very polyphenols we need. Likewise, you cannot do this for 3 days, forget about it for a week, and then expect a miracle. This is not a magic pill. This is a practice. It's about nourishing your body's systems daily. So why are these factors so critical? It's because for this to work, we need 2 things to happen. First, we need a pure, potent, and undiluted source of those health-giving polyphenols. That's where quality comes in. And second, we need to consume it in a way that allows for maximum, rapid absorption directly into the bloodstream, without interference from other foods or digestive processes. That's where timing is everything. And this isn't just my opinion. The entire principle of taking certain compounds or medications on an empty stomach for better bioavailability is a cornerstone of nutritional science and pharmacology. A 2020 review in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry highlighted how the digestive environment, specifically the absence of other macronutrients like proteins and carbohydrates, can significantly enhance the absorption rate of lipid-based compounds, like the polyphenols found in olive oil. Taking it first thing in the morning gives these delicate molecules a clear, unobstructed path to get right to work on the lining of your blood vessels. There's no traffic. No competition, just a direct delivery. Here's a simple analogy. I want you to think of this morning ritual like taking a crucial prescribed medication for your heart. You wouldn't just take it whenever you remembered. You wouldn't skip doses for days at a time. And you certainly wouldn't use a cheaper, generic version if your doctor told you it lacked the key active ingredient. You would follow the instructions precisely every single day to get the best possible effect. I want you to treat this daily teaspoon with that same level of respect. This is your daily prescription for nourishing your blood vessels. So here is your precise 3-step action plan. I want you to get this right. Step number 1, quality. This is your non-negotiable foundation. You will go to the store and you will purchase a bottle of 100% pure, extra virgin olive oil. Turn the bottle around and look for 3 key signs of quality. First, it must be in a dark glass bottle. Dark green or black is ideal. Light is the enemy of polyphenols. It degrades them very quickly. Absolutely no clear glass or plastic bottles. Second, look for the words cold pressed or first cold press. This tells you that the oil was extracted mechanically, not with heat, which preserves its delicate compounds. Third, if possible, look for a harvest date printed on the bottle. The fresher the oil, the more potent it is. You should expect to pay a little more for this level of quality, perhaps somewhere between $15 and $25 for a good, reputable bottle. But I urge you, do not see this as an expense. See it as a direct investment in the health of your entire cardiovascular system. Step number 2, timing. The timing, as we've discussed, is absolutely critical. You will take 1 full teaspoon, not a tablespoon, 1 single teaspoon, and you will take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This means before your first cup of coffee, before your breakfast, before anything else passes your lips, except for maybe a glass of water. Wait at least 15 minutes after taking the oil before you eat or drink anything else. This gives it the time it needs to be properly absorbed. Step number 3, the optional boost. This step is not required, but it is highly recommended if you want to amplify the effects. You can create a powerful synergy with 2 simple additions. First, a small squeeze of fresh lemon juice into your teaspoon of oil. Lemon juice is rich in vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant in its own right and has been shown to help protect the body's supply of nitric oxide. Second, add a tiny pinch of freshly ground black pepper. The active compound in black pepper, piperine, is famous in the world of nutrition for being a bioavailability enhancer. Scientific studies have proven that it can significantly increase the absorption of various nutrients and beneficial compounds, making your morning ritual even more potent. Now, how do you turn this into a habit that sticks? You make it easy. Tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to take your new bottle of high-quality olive oil and place it right next to your sink or your coffee maker. Put it somewhere you absolutely cannot miss it when you wake up. Make it the very first thing you do, before you check your phone, before you read the news. You wake up, you go to the kitchen, and you take your 1 teaspoon. That's it. Within a single week, it will move from a conscious effort to an automatic habit. It becomes a simple, powerful daily act of self-care, one that builds profound and lasting results over time. And that brings me to a question for you. Be honest. How many of you, before watching this, didn't really know the difference between that cheap, clear bottle of olive oil and a true, high-quality extra virgin olive oil? If this information was new or surprising to you, do me a favor and comment the single word quality down below. Just the word quality. It helps me understand what information is most valuable to you. All right, let's bring this all together. We've learned today that the true foundation of masculine vitality isn't just about hormones. It's about the health of our blood vessels. And we've discovered how one single teaspoon of high-quality extra virgin olive oil, taken correctly each morning, is a powerful science-backed way to nourish that system from the inside out. But as I always say, knowledge without action is just entertainment. So here are your official doctor's orders. A simple plan for this week. Number 1. This week, go to the store and invest in a quality bottle of extra virgin olive oil. Use the checklist we talked about. Number 2. Starting tomorrow morning, you will take your very first teaspoon. And number 3. Make a simple personal commitment to do this every single day for the next 30 days. 30 days, that's it. Now, I can already hear some of the questions. You might be thinking, Dr. Wells, what if I have a sensitive stomach? It's a great question. If that's the case, simply try taking your teaspoon with a small piece of plain toast. And most importantly, you might be thinking, is this a replacement for my doctor's advice? The answer is absolutely not. This information is for educational purposes. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Please always talk to your own doctor before starting any new health regimen, especially if you have underlying conditions or are taking any prescription medications. I want to leave you with this final thought. This isn't really about taking a teaspoon of oil. Not really. This is about taking back control. It's about a daily vote of confidence in yourself. It's about having the strength and the energy to live your life on your own terms, without ever feeling like a burden to the people you love. It's about feeling like you again. And that feeling, that is worth the 5 seconds it takes each morning. So if you found real value in this science-based approach today, please do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future guides. And more importantly, if you are committing to trying this, to giving yourself this 30-day challenge, I want you to go to the comment section right now and write 2 simple words. Day 1. This isn't for me. It's your public commitment to yourself. And it's how we start building a community of men who support each other on this journey. Thank you for investing your time with me today. In my next video, we'll discuss the one common breakfast food that can actually sabotage all your hard work by harming your blood vessels. You do not want to miss it. Until then, from me, Dr. Audrey Wells, stay informed and stay strong.